Hey everybody, this is Brad Bordessa from Ukulele.com. I'm going to show you how to play the jazz song Lulu's Back in Town. It's probably going to take a while to explain because it's quite a chord solo sort of song, but if you hang in there, it's a cool song and it's quite challenging to play up to speed. But here it is. So the first part goes like this. You start on this chord here, which is like a B flat 6-9 or something along those lines. 7, 7, 8, 8. And you want to play it with your index and middle finger because you're going to reach up for the next note on the 10th fret of the bottom string with your pinky. So strum, add the 10th fret on, and then go back to the 6-9. And then you play a C7 chord in a G7 shape, so that's going to be 5, 7, 6, 7. So first finger on the 5th fret of the top string, third finger on the C string on the 7th fret, the 6th fret on the E string with your middle finger, and then your pinky goes on the 7th fret of the bottom string. So that's your C7 chord. And then you move to another C7 down here with the A7 shape, so it's just a bar across the 3rd fret, and you add your middle finger on the 4th fret of the C string. The next little bit is going to be an E flat 6, which is 5, 7, 6, 6. So first finger on the 5th fret of the top string, third finger on the 7th fret of the C string, and then your middle finger bars the 6th fret on the 2 bottom strings. And then you play an F chord that's just like a C, except you're moving it up. So index finger bars the 5th fret, and then your pinky goes on the 8th fret for the high note. Then you're going to play a B flat major 7, which is 3, 5, 5, 5. So index finger on the 3rd fret of the top string, and then your ring finger goes on the 5th fret of the 3 bottom strings. So all together it's going to be the B flat 6, 9, then you add your pinky in, then you go back, then the C7, C7, the E flat 6, and then the F shape, and then the B flat major 7. Then you play that same thing again, except your ending chord is going to be different. So this time you're playing like a B flat 7. Same G7 shape. So it's just like the C7 you played up here, except you're moving it down 2 frets. So 3, 5, 4, 5. And that takes you into the chorus. The chorus goes kind of like this. And then you go back into the verse. Start with a B flat 7 chord, just an A7, except you're moving it up 1 fret. So your index finger is on the 1st fret barring, and then your middle finger comes in on the 2nd fret of the C string. And then you're going to add your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the bottom string on top of that chord. And those you just pick, or at least I just pick those 2 notes. You can do either or, but I pick them just because it makes it stand out more. So B flat 7 chord, add the C on top, and then off again. Then you're going to play an E flat 6, which is just a bar across the 3rd fret. You strum down once, and then you come up and start your strum on the E string. So you're missing the very bottom string. And then you play a diminished chord of some type. It could be anything, maybe B flat diminished. And that is going to be 3, 4, 3, 4. So index finger, 3rd fret, top string, middle finger, 3rd fret on the E string, and then your ring on the 4th fret of the C string, pinky on the 4th fret of the bottom string. Then you play D minor 7, which is just like an F to a D minor to adding the C on top. So, first finger on the first fret of the E string, middle finger on the top string, second fret, third finger on the second fret of the C string, and then your pinky on the third fret of the bottom string. And then you're going to play a B flat 6, which is 0, 2, 1, 1. Index finger on the bottom two strings, first fret, and then your middle finger on the second fret of the C string. And then this G9 is one of your turnaround chords, sort of. That's a 4, 5, 5, 5. So I play that with my middle finger. Just, it doesn't need to bar the whole thing because this finger's taking care of the rest. But your middle finger needs to get the top string on the fourth fret. So middle finger doing that, ring finger barring the bottom three strings. So that's a G9. Then you're going to play a B9 into a C9. Okay, so what you're doing here is you're just barring across the second fret with your index finger, and then you add your middle finger to the third fret of the C string and your ring finger on the bottom string, fourth fret. So that's your B9, and you're just going to briefly play that, and then you slide it up to a C9. And then you go back to your B flat 6, and then you can play an F. And that's your turnaround right there. Altogether, the chorus is going to be your B flat 7, add the C on top, the E flat 6, and then the B flat diminished, and then the D minor 7, the B flat 6, the G9, and then the B9, C9, and then the B flat 6 to the F turnaround. From there you just go back to the verse another time, and then you go back to the chorus again. To go to the bridge, you're just going to change the ending of the chorus a little bit. So it's like... Okay, so you go to the B flat 6, but beyond that, you're not going back to the F. Instead, you're doing a walk up with octaves. So, octaves on the C and A strings, you're going to play the first fret on the C string with your index finger and the fourth fret on the bottom string with your pinky. Move that up one fret, and then you jump up to the 5th and 8th frets, and then you slide that up to the 7 and 10. So it's all octaves. You're taking one note from the lower side of the scale and one note from the higher side of the scale. Okay, so out of the chorus it's going to be... From there you go to a D minor shape, but it's actually an E flat 6, I think, way up on the fretboard, and that's going to be 12, 12, 11, 13, and you're going to play the E string, 11th fret with your index finger, bar the two top strings on the 12th fret with your middle finger, and then with your ring finger play the 13th fret on the bottom string. Then you play a C-shaped A to an A7. So that's just barring across the 9th fret and adding your pinky on the 12th, and then moving down to your your middle finger on the 10th. Then you go back to that B flat 6-9 shape, and then a diminish, another B flat diminished, I guess, up here on the 12th fret. So 12, 13, 12, 13 with, yeah, same finger format as up here. You're just moving it up. The diminished chords all repeat as you go up the neck. I think it's every 4 frets. Or every 3, however you want to count. 1, 2, 3. So it's all the same chord in those 4 spots. Okay, so from the bridge, and then it goes around again. last time. And then from here on the B6-9, B flat 6-9, you add your ring finger on the 9th fret of the bottom string as an in-between chord, and then you go to a G, and then you do that B9 to C9 slide up again, and then you go up to an F9. And then that's just your G9 shape, and then you're walking it down. Except I like to drag the slide for the first one, so you play the G9, and then you slide it down to the G flat 9, and then you strum the F9 for the last one, and then turn around. And that sends you back to your verse. And then you can go around that as many times as you'd like, and then for the very final ending in the chorus, what you're going to do is just from the B9 to the C9, you just go back to the G9 a couple of times. And then from there you're just doing one last strum on that B flat 6-9. And all that is just your first finger is playing the 8th fret, but on top of that your middle finger is playing the 10th fret on the C string, and your pinky's playing the 13th fret on the bottom string. So you've got like an octave shape suspended over what your index finger is doing. And then the octave stays in place here with your middle and pinky fingers. It's just your index finger is going to go up one fret. And then you replace your ring finger on the 10th fret with your index. So that's Lulu's Back in Town. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.